Hello everyone, welcome to the first ever video on my YouTube channel. My name is YaGoobian, and today we'll be talking about the brand new Supercell game, Heyday Pop. Heyday Pop came out this morning on March 16th. It was teased last night by the community manager Rick, and a little to no build-up besides the little tease that we had last night. This is a puzzle game that no one expected from Supercell, which, because of that, there's a lot of controversy around this. A lot of people wanted to see what was called Rush Wars 2, which was just expanding on Rush Wars and what it did in a different brand and different IP, but everyone was calling it Rush Wars 2 because, come on, what else would you call it? And a lot of people were really upset because that's what they wanted to see. And don't get me wrong, that's what I wanted to see. When I first found out it was a Heyday game called Heyday Pop, I was rather disappointed because I love Rush Wars. Rush Wars was a really fun game that I would give I'd give a lot just to play Rush Wars again. But lo and behold, we got Heyday Pop, which we'll talk about what I think about the game in a few short minutes. A lot of people should realize that something like Rush Wars takes time to make. You have to make the economy, you have to make the servers, you have to make a ton of things, and it's like, ugh. Heyday Pop didn't seem like there was much stress and didn't take that long to develop, and it shows. It's getting more lax, and the way Rick, the community manager, is talking about it, it doesn't seem like it's really... This mic doesn't do anything, by the way. It doesn't really seem like it's supposed to be the next big Supercell game, like Rush Wars was trying to be. So, I'm totally fine with this game being a thing. It's not taking away from development of other Supercell games, and we will eventually see something like Rush Wars again. When will that be? Who knows? Maybe later this year, maybe summer, fall, winter. I'm pretty sure we'll see another Supercell game come out this year, so I'm not too worried about this being the only game we get this year, and it's Heyday Pop. What are you gonna do? So don't, I hate to use this term, don't lose your marbles. Yeah, I know. Don't lose your marbles over this being Heyday Pop. Now, a lot of people have said that this is kind of lazy and they're running out of ideas. We'll talk about that a little later, but I kind of agree. There's a lot of these block puzzle games on mobile, and they're all literally the exact same thing. There's nothing different between them. And Heyday Pop is the most unique one. Let's talk about the game itself. Personally, what stuck out to me the most was the graphics. This game looks gorgeous for a beta game. We said that about Rush Wars. Graphics are computer generated instead of 2D like Rush Wars was. It looks really nice, looks really polished, and compare that to original Heyday, where that's an 8-year-old game right there that hasn't really been updated with the graphics that much as compared to Clash of Clans has been. It looks really good. It looks stunning. The gameplay is fun. I mean, it's similar to other block puzzle games where you played one and you played them all. But it's still fun, and it still has a lot of charm with the sound and the way things look. It's fun. There really is not much else to talk about there. The game is fun, I enjoyed it, not as much as other Supercell games like Boom Beach, Clash of Clans, or Brawl Stars, but it's still a fun game. Do I think that this game will survive beta? Probably not, and the reason being, it's way too similar to other games. The block style puzzle game has been done hundreds of times before, and because of that, it won't stick out and be something people want to play for years. And also, it's very similar to Heyday itself, just plain old Heyday, which is a problem. You can't have two of the same games on the market by the same company. So either this is a replacement for Heyday, or I don't know what they're gonna do. So one or two things is gonna happen. Either everyone's gonna start playing this game and Heyday's gonna die, or no one wants to move to this game because it's smaller, or they've already leveled up in Heyday, so they're not gonna come to this game. I really don't know. You could argue that this had happened before with Clash Royale, but Clash Royale was a very different game than Clash of Clans. So yeah, I don't see this game leaving beta, but I'm gonna enjoy it right now because it's a fun game that I think it has a lot of potential and has a lot of fun. It's just a fun little time waster. Is it the best Supercell game ever? Of course not, but it's still pretty good and I enjoy it for what it is. That's all for today.